Well, good afternoon and welcome to Windy Hill Kennel. Pepper says, I'm so happy. So I thought I would bring Pepper out. It's really nice out here. It's a little humid. This is Sunday afternoon, the 20th. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to get a jump start on videos for this week because I don't know what the weather's going to be like. We had not a lot, but we had a couple kind of nice little rains off and on today. And then it quit and we had company. And then for Sunday afternoon, I took a nap. You know how that goes after church. And we went out to eat with some friends from church and then just like hit the couch. So Sunday we don't usually do anything, but I thought I would come outside and do this while it's not so awfully hot and humid. And these little guys are doing so good. They've all had their haircuts. They're cute as a button. And so I did some weights on these guys. This one says, oh, I'm going to have some grass. That's pretty good. These two over here are nibbling on some grass. And that one's got a leaf, I guess. And one underneath me is the purple collar and the little tiny yellow collared guy. He's little. He's a little teeny weeny. So I did some weights a little bit ago so that I could come out here and realistically tell you what everybody's weighing right now. There's that little teeny male with the yellow collar. He's like having a hard time walking through the grass. So let me go through these and then I can try to find a position where I can keep them in the camera and not lose them all. All right, so the first one I have is the neon green collar. That's the little Merle male. He's such a pretty color with his haircut. He's got lots and lots of color under there. And by the way, these are Schnauzers. These are Schnauzer puppies. These are out of Kobe and Pepper. Pepper's about a 13-pound miniature Schnauzer. She is your typical, she's a salt and pepper with a white beard, white trim on her legs. And there's a couple of these guys that are going to be the same way. This little tiny guy is. He says, I'm having trouble getting around in the grass. The little neon green guy is going to be the color you see him right now. He's going to stay. He's a really light color. He's a Merle. The Merle will always be that color. And he may get a little bit more white trim on him, like around his ears and, on his front feet just because of the color of mom. But his merling really, really shows up pretty. So his microchip number is 3652, and it's a boy. And he is 1 pound, 9 ounces as of today. So the next one on my list is the pink collar one. And she's also a Merle. She's also got the black trim, but her black is a little bit more mottled. It's more of a dark gray brown combo. Daddy is a chocolate Merle, so that's where the Merle comes from. And she is always going to keep her merling color, but I don't know that if her ears may stay beige because of dad, but they also may turn white on her ears because of mom. And her beard's going to be white, it looks like, too. So she's like inching away across the grass over there. She is 2 pounds, 2.9 ounces, and her microchip number is 3655. So I'll give you an idea of her color. They're so cute with haircuts. I love them with haircuts. They're out here. Everybody's kind of experimenting to chew. Oh, I'm going to plow through them. All right, the next one out here is the little tiny weenie male. Where is he? He's down here under me, right along the fence. He is turning salt and pepper. One of the main reasons I gave him a haircut, too, is to let you see when we tell you they're turning salt and pepper and they look really black. Sometimes that's hard for people to vision. But you can see down there along his sides, they are already turning silver. So his head has turned silver on top, and he's going to turn silver all the way back. He does have white under his tail, so he's going to be a phantom. He's going to have white legs like mom. They'll turn eventually, just like hers are. And we gave her a really short haircut, so she has not much hair left. But with this many babies nursing, they just had her tied in knots. So that little peanut over there will be a salt and pepper when he's full grown. And he is 1 pound, 6.9 ounces. His microchip number is 3658. Oh, oh. He says, get a break. Give me a break, Mom. He says, oh, I'm going to wrestle. All right, the next one is the orange collar, which happens to be right there. Look at the difference in the orange collar puppy and that little squirt. He's so cute. The orange collar is a male, and he is 2 pounds, 8.4 ounces. And you can see his salt and pepper has already edged up on his back higher. The center of his back will turn salt and pepper. That's always the last thing to turn. Those ears are going to be light colored like Mom's. I'm sorry. Let me zoom out a little farther. It won't be so choppy. They're going to be light color like Mom. When they're beige, they turn white. And his legs are going to probably have white trim on them, just like Mom. He's got white under his tail. And that back, probably in the next 2 months, will be all silver. So his microchip is 3650, and he is 2 pounds, 8.4. Where'd he go? He moved on me. There he is. But you can really see that little white butt under that tail. That means he's definitely going to have phantom markings. See, oh no, he's going to go over and pick on his brother. All right, the last one in here is the purple collar. Oh, there she goes, over there towards them. And she's really turned salt and pepper. So you can see the graduation between those three sitting there. That's what the orange collar is going to look like here before long. And that's what the little teeny guy is going to look like before long. So she has the white mustache already, just like Mom. She is 2 pounds, 2.4. And she says, where is everybody doing? She is 2 pounds, 2.4. Her microchip number is 3660. And that'll give you an idea. But her salt and pepper and her skirt will eventually all be salt and pepper. She's still got a lot of black in it. But boy, once I shaved her off, away went the black. And you can see her backbone is just a little tiny bit of black left, not much. So that'll give you an idea. The little dark guy with the yellow collar is going to look just like the girl with the purple collar. And the orange collar is in the middle of changing into look like the same color she does. So that's the 3 salt and peppers, and it shows you the different dimensions of who has changed color so far. So hopefully that, I had so many people ask me that don't understand salt and peppers, that's why one of the reasons I gave my haircut, so you could really see the scale of difference and how they're going to change colors here in the next month or so. So all of them are doing great. They're not too far from being weaned. We're going to kind of do that in a slow process, especially with that little tiny guy. I want to make sure they're eating lots of, well, I don't give lots, so I shouldn't put it like that. But we give them cottage cheese in the morning. Sometimes in the afternoon when we start weaning them, I'll give them some raw hamburger. And when I say give them raw hamburger, I'm talking like about the size of I can't remember what we called them as kids, but not a marble. The next size, that bigger marble. It's like I don't remember what we called them. Isn't that awful? I can't remember. It's been so long since I've played marbles. But it's a bigger marble. Let's put it that way. I would suppose half the size of a golf ball. If you'd make a little ball of hamburger the size of a golf ball and then cut it in half, that's about what each one of them gets. And I'll tell you what, the little guy loves hamburger. He'll get in there and he just wolfs the hamburger if it's on there. Sometimes I kind of put little pieces all over their cottage cheese. He will eat the hamburger before he eats the cottage cheese. So he likes that. Personality-wise on these guys, they're becoming very, very social. Mom's a social butterfly, and she loves to play with them. And she loves us in the mornings. We go out and give her good belly rubs and scratch her back hips and up her back, and she just wiggles all over when we get done with it, giving her scratches. So we're doing the same thing to the puppies. And they'll get a bath probably tomorrow. They get a bath every week, so I don't think Allie's coming in tomorrow. I think it'll just be Vanessa and I. So we will give them baths Check toenails. I'm really fussy on toenails, so we do toenails a lot. Toenails are dangerous with puppies and eyeballs. It scratches people's eyes. There's a little runt down there. What are you doing down there, Booger? He says, where are you at? But they're so cute. Oh, they said, there goes the air conditioner. What is that? At least nobody ran. This guy says, I'm going over here where everybody else is. What do you think, Pep? I know it. She's a good girl. I know it. Are you a good girl? I know it. She's such a good mom. Such a good mom. This is her first litter. And she's just been a great dog so far. I really, really like her personality. I haven't had a salt and pepper around here in probably 10 years. An all true salt and pepper. And she is a true old-fashioned salt and pepper. She does not carry a color gene. That's why there is no chocolates in this litter. Because if she would have had a color gene bred to a colored dog, like a chocolate dog, whether it's a Merle or a solid, she would have had at least a couple chocolates. So she is a straight old-fashioned salt and pepper Schnauzer. And so that's why we got all grays, and including Merles being gray. That's kind of nice for a change. We had kind of a normal, I think she's getting ready to decorate the ground in here. She's doing lots of walking around and spinning. Oh yes, we're gonna make a mess. So I'm probably going to move and get some puppies out of here. And I'll make this a short one. Hopefully nobody steps in it. Did you just go to the potty? I know it. Did you? I know, you're just a good girl. You're a good girl. She needs her eyebrows trimmed. Yes, you look like a... Oh, I know it. I know it. You're talking to me. And I shouldn't encourage that. If you don't like it when you get them home, don't encourage talking. Because then when you get on the phone and she wants your attention, or he or whatever you have, male or female, they're going to go like, hey mom, mom, and they're going to just keep doing their little gurgling or yodeling as we call it, until you pay attention to them. So don't encourage the... Yes, I know, and we encourage yours. I don't know why, but it's cute. But if I had to live with her in my house all the time, or in my office when I'm working, I wouldn't like it. So anyway, but I hope you enjoyed their video. They're doing super good. I decided, as much as we've got going on this week, I was going to start today and get a video done. They're coming to rebuild my chicken house that I bought 2 years ago, that we found out they didn't do the roof right, so I had to move all the chickens to another building, which we've been doing that all week. And so tomorrow is clean out the chicken building, because the builder's coming on Thursday to tear it all apart. So have a great week. I hope you had a great day. We went to church this morning and out to eat with friends. Had a really nice time. And so tomorrow we're back to the grind. Today we didn't do anything except church, eat, and take a nap, watch TV, and now do a video. So this was an easy, sluffy day. So have a good one. Be careful. Have a blessed week. And call me if you have any questions about these guys. I don't mind at all. And we'll see you later on. We'll talk to you later.